Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 4 in this series of how to build a model airport. In this episode, we're going to be going over how I make my model terminals. So, in this episode, I'm going to show you how I design my terminals and then how I get it into my slicer and then print it. And then I'll also show you how it looks in the final airport. Let's get into it. So to start off, we're in Tinkercad, which is the software I use to build my airport terminals. So right now, I'm going to be making a Delta terminal from LAX Airport. So as you can see here, I'm looking and finding the Delta terminal in Google Earth. And again, this is why I recommend Google Earth, because of the 3D buildings, you can see the exact shape of everything. So here in Google Earth, I'm just finding the terminal that I'm going to be building. So yeah, just find the terminal, and then now you have a design to base your airport off of. So I'm going to be using the Delta terminal for this example here. So yeah, so now once I found the Delta terminal, now I'm going to go into Tinkercad. Now once we're in Tinkercad, I am carrying out some of the measurements that we got from Google Earth. And I'm doing them in inches because that's how I'm going to calculate. And obviously mine is going to be a lot smaller than 1 to 400 because I have space constraints. But yeah, you once you do that, then you go into Tinkercad and then get your base complete. After that, you get your blocks for the Delta terminal. So the Delta terminal has this interesting pattern on the roof. And so that's what I'm gonna kind of be working on right now. So as you can see, this is just basically how I design my terminals. There's not much to it. It's essentially look at Google Earth and build the terminals accordingly. So yeah, I like using this align feature because the align feature like helps you build everything exactly how you want it. So yeah, once you've done that, then you get it into position, make it exactly how you like it, and then essentially just keep repeating this step until you've built the terminal. So yeah, I've done this process for the Tom Bradley terminal, which is my most detailed terminal. I've also done it for the American Airlines terminal, my United terminal, my Alaska terminal, and obviously my Delta terminal. I recommend doing a grouping system where I group everything together and then put the final prints in. But yeah, apart from that, that's basically how I do my printing and like how I design my terminals. So where I 3D print my terminals from is I 3D print my terminals at a library where they have Prusa MK4s and Prusa MK3s. So to print on those printers or whatever printer you have, I recommend going into your printer's slicer. So for me, that's going to be Prusa Slicer 3D. Then I press Command I or Control I. Then you get the Delta terminal or whatever terminal that you're going to be 3D printing, slice it, and then you see the print time. Once you see the print time, you have to press Export G code and you have to export it onto a USB. So if you're using that MK4, that is. If you're using the MK3, you have to put it onto an SD card. Now, to reduce the print time, I sometimes tinker with the infill settings, reducing it and increasing it. For a terminal that is very detailed, I highly recommend using PLA, which and 14% infill. That's just the best way that I think that will optimize the filament usage and basically everything else like that. Once you're done with that, you export the G code onto a USB or an SD card, and then you insert that into a printer, and then you hit the and then once you've done putting that onto a G code, uh, once you've done exporting the G code onto a USB or SD card, then you insert it into your 3D printer, and then uh, just let the printer print. And I recommend watching the printer for the first few layers of the print. Once that's done, there won't be much to it, and it'll print quite quickly. So yeah, just keep doing this step, and keep letting the print go up and up and up. Uh, I actually love 3D printing. I feel like you seeing that you're turning something from thin air into something wonderful is super clean, neat, and I don't know, I just get a lot of joy when I do that. So yeah, now you can see the finished result, and the finished result on the airport is stunning. Okay, thank you guys for watching this episode of How to Build a Model Airport. In the next episode, we will be covering how to make an ILS box for your model airport. They will be made out of cardstock, and matchsticks, which is a good utilization of everything. So yeah, at this point, this series is starting to come to an end. After that, we will be doing some Los Angeles International Airport updates, which I am very excited for. Thank you for watching this episode of How to Build a Model Airport. Until next time, bye.